Hello everyone, so on the channel. Now that we finally got Arena to work, it's time for Deck Academy. And it has come to our attention that we haven't made a mono red deck in a while. Besides the two color decks we made. I think a couple of weeks ago we made a mono black deck. Before that there was like mono green that did well. And before that mono blue and then mono white, or mono white and then mono blue. Can't even remember. So before March of the Machine comes out with some new toys, gonna go ahead and make a mono red deck in alchemy and see how it does. I think we faced a few mono red decks, but if they are not goblins, they're usually not that dangerous unless they get really lucky. As usual, Arena is taking his sweet time trying to start. Actually trying to allow us to make a deck. As usual, even though we just restarted this client. That is our luck. Every time we want to do a video, this happens. Okay. So we don't exactly have anything in mind except for the fact that we want it to be mono red. Obviously it's probably gonna be aggro. It might be mid-range. Not sure yet. When we actually get to make the deck, then we'll be able to tell you. But that looks like it's going to take a while because Arena does not want us to connect to the server and try to make a deck. That's asking too much. So let's see what we got. First, just in Phyrexia, since we don't really know what we even have in Phyrexia, to be honest. I don't know if we actually want to go for... We actually want to go for... aggro. What does this guy do? Trample haste whenever creature you control other than him. That's kind of interesting. We don't have this and we're not gonna spend wild cards on that. This is also interesting. I think we tried to use it once for fun. Yeah, does not look like we got a lot of stuff or just mono red from alchemy. Just get him. Maybe play that guy. I don't know. Let's see what else we got. This is useful. This guy is also good. And this was kind of interesting. Battalion we play all the time. All the time we play the battalion, so let's just pass it for now. I think we usually end up with the same type of deck unless it's a goblin, like we said. We try to make any other mono red. It's basically the same options. We already have a good goblin deck that we made long time ago, so that's why we're not gonna bother with the goblin deck. You can just play like random mono red good cards. That's also an option. Confuse the hell out of our opponents. Well, we love this card. He actually did good in our Rakdos deck. What does he do? Too many things to read. He's not useful if we don't have any other dragons. He was fun. And I think we have to start looking at the damage. I mean, burn spells. Which are usually commons or uncommons. He is also not bad. Also good. Okay. What does Kamigawa give us? Sorry, we're still sick. What else is new? It's like we spend more time sick than actually healthy this year so far. Fable, get in there. Get in there. Wait, how do we have Goblin books already in there? Fable, get in there. This is interesting. I think the rest is going to have to be burn spell. Why do we have her in there? Abrade is good to be useful. I mean, the decks have to basically look the way that they look for a reason. There's not many options. Yeah, we actually like obliterating bolt a lot. And we also like Brittle Blast a lot. We have access to this too. That's pretty funny. Again, it's gonna be a weird deck. We might get rocked. Again, there's no way for us to know when the deck's actually gonna do good. We go through this every week. We make a deck that we think is gonna do good. Gets smashed. 100%. We make another deck that looks solid, but we think it might get smashed. Wins. Sometimes 100% undefeated. So there's like no way to know because this is arena. Like, you get paired up against random decks and then you also don't draw like random cards or you don't draw lands in your deck and then you just lose 3 or 4 games in a row for absolutely no reason at all. And then other times you just do bad things to people. So how are we supposed to win? That's the question. I think we need to have more haste creatures. Don't play that. Can play 2. Oh, we only have 1. Okay. Something that has haste. Because what's life without a little bit of haste? Disciple. We haven't put Disciple in a cool stage. I think we're just gonna play him. He's one of our favorite finishers. In terms of land, Tons of land, what are we supposed to play? I think there's the land that comes into play tapped. This way. Play one of each of these. Call it a day. I don't know. Okay, so let's play, as they say, get her done. So I usually play in unranked and then we see how we do. And like we said, sometimes we do very well. Other times we get rocked. But as you can see, that's how you test the deck. You just put stuff and then hope it works. Hope it works for the best. Gotta keep your fingers crossed. And we are not very excited about March of the Machine either, to be honest. The battle cards are just Commander playable victory. Oh, we got our first victory, everybody. Wow, we did absolutely nothing. What a way to win. The match lasted 20 seconds. What a way to win. Let's move on. Sorry about the blowing of the nose. That was one of our fastest wins ever. Okay, so now we got our default sleeves. A couple of weeks ago this didn't work. This is 2 damage. This is kind of a good combo. Even if he doesn't kill something, almost kills it. Oh, for the love of God, we got a Abrade main deck. If we actually draw it. They notice we're getting flooded. But lucky for us, we have 2 Furies. We actually have a lot of burn. I think we have like 12 or 14 burn spells. Why are you thinking so hard? Yes, there's only one creature, but we don't have to attack a lot. We should actually put 1-drops in just for this guy because he likes something 1-drop. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Come on, Abrade to take out this stupid Wyll, I think. He's gonna have to get Brittle Blasted out of existence. He doesn't come back. Yeah, he's exile, so you don't get your whatever you want. But they're gonna suck it and draw a card. Yeah, of course they have random Deadly Dispute. Of course the opponent does. I see you like your 2/2s. So obviously our deck is not aggro, it's mid-range. If we want aggro, we'll obviously play a lot more creatures. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's our mistake. We should have seen they're gonna have this somehow. Should have seen it. Well, guess what? We have options here. Let's just kill this first. We got a brain now to deal with this. So, wait, is this? Okay, we didn't even notice this becomes a creature. Whatever. Discard this guy since we don't need him. Okay, we're just gonna exile him. Goodbye. And we're just going to Abrade her. Why do we even call her? And pass it on. So we get a dragon token. We can also attack with this guy. We can exile this. We can attack. I'm not sure what the opponent is thinking about. We pretty much dealt with all their stuff. We just took extra damage because we didn't know this crazy thing actually becomes, and they did get it out on the second turn. Sure. I don't think he's very useful now. Go on the offense. Not bad. We got another Arsonist back. Well, let's hope they don't have Massacre. But actually, Massacre doesn't kill our Balor. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. It's not really. It's not really. Whoops. mm. Not bad. And they die. They die to hell and back. Junji doesn't have lifelink. They went to hell but quick. I don't think they realize that our deck is... I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Midrange is midrange. After we get 5 or 6 mana out, it's a little bit cray cray. Okay, there's the second win. Let's move on. As they say, let's move on. The fact that Brittle Blast exiles 5 damage and exile is such a good card. When it came out, we're so happy. We put in like every single red deck we have. Every single red deck had that inside. We keep this. Why would we gonna cast this for 0? Arena is supposed to be friendly for like new players, but it's not very friendly. How about we kill this? Pairing us against slow decks, other mid-range decks, is not a good idea. At all. We can definitely outbeat them mid-game, I guess. Mid-game, late game. Whatever we want to call it. Another one, okay. Sure, we'll let them hit us once. We'll save the Fury for something bigger. Guess we should have killed it before they got a chance to do this. But it's gonna come back. Kinda sucks. I mean, there's no way we knew they're gonna do that, so it is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Yeah, okay, you have all 1/1s. Where's our board wipe? I do believe we have a board wipe in this deck. Like the dragon thing. Can cast her. We need blockers. Can cast him for 1 too. Sure. Gotta fight the army of 1/1s. Astata. Gotta save this for something bigger. And opponent gave up. And just like we mentioned just a few minutes ago, you make a deck and you don't know if it's gonna be like utter trash or amazing. And this basically shows you we just went undefeated with mono red mid range, if you can even call it that. So short video for today, because if we're undefeated, we're not gonna push our luck like we used to do. And we already got 3 wins. There's no point to try to get more than 3 wins. The deck obviously works if you get paired up against aggro decks or mid-range decks. If we get paired up against like some type of control decks or some type of hyper aggro deck, maybe like goblins, we would get smashed. But we didn't. So thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe for more MTG content videos.